Breaking news from the heart of the British monarchy. A quiet but monumental shift may be on the horizon. James, the Earl of Wessex, youngest child of the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, could soon receive a life-changing royal upgrade. Reports suggest that King Charles is seriously considering granting James the official title of Prince, a move that would redefine not only his royal standing, but also the future structure of the modern monarchy. This isn't just a change of name, it's a symbolic step that could signal how King Charles envisions the next generation of royals. If you want to stay ahead of every twist and turn inside the palace walls, make sure you're subscribed to British Royal Scandal, where we uncover the stories shaping the crown's future. James Alexander Philip Theo was born in 2007, the second child of Prince Edward and Sophie, now the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. His birth was a joyous moment for the royal family, coming 4 years after the early and complicated arrival of his sister, Lady Louise Windsor. James's full name honors his late grandfather, Prince Philip, tying him deeply to royal heritage from birth. But even as he carries such a prestigious lineage, his royal journey has been anything but typical. When James was born, he automatically moved ahead of his sister in the line of succession, thanks to the old male preference laws that favored sons over daughters. That outdated rule was later changed in 2013 to give equal succession rights to males and females, but the shift came too late to affect James's position. Today, he remains 15th in line to the throne, the youngest grandchild of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, and one of the last royals born during the late Queen's reign. What makes James stand out is how deliberately private his upbringing has been. His parents chose not to give him and Lady Louise Her Royal Highness titles at birth, wanting them to grow up with a sense of normalcy and responsibility, to understand that royal privilege must be earned, not simply inherited. For years, James held the courtesy title Viscount Severn, reflecting his mother's Welsh heritage. But in 2023, that changed. When King Charles granted his brother Edward the Duke of Edinburgh title, James automatically became the new Earl of Wessex, a promotion that subtly elevated his public profile. Now, the conversation has shifted again. Sources close to Buckingham Palace suggest King Charles may wish to take the next step and formally recognize James as Prince James of Edinburgh. Such a move would not only honor his royal bloodline but also signal that Charles intends to strengthen family representation within the monarchy's next generation. James's life so far has been defined by balance between duty and discretion. He grew up at Bagshot Park in Surrey, close to Windsor Castle, in a quiet, countryside setting far from the media spotlight. He attended independent schools, enjoyed outdoor hobbies, and often joined his family on holidays at Balmoral, where he spent time fishing, hiking, and learning the traditions that have long defined royal life. Those who know him describe him as polite, calm, and mature beyond his years. Despite his parents' efforts to shield him from public life, James has slowly begun stepping into the royal spotlight. He stood vigil beside his cousins during Queen Elizabeth II's lying-in state, a moment that impressed many with his composure and respect. He also appeared on the Buckingham Palace balcony for Trooping the Colour and attended the King's coronation, standing tall and poised among senior royals. Every public appearance has fueled speculation that he's being quietly prepared for a larger role. But why does the possibility of a prince title matter so much? For one, it reflects King Charles's broader vision for a monarchy that is both modern and rooted in legacy. By elevating James, the king could be reinforcing the idea that royal status is not merely symbolic. It represents duty, contribution, and family continuity. However, it also raises questions about fairness. If James becomes a prince, what about his sister, Lady Louise? Would she eventually receive a similar honor? This potential decision could set an important precedent. King Charles has long advocated for a slimmed-down monarchy, but the inclusion or exclusion of younger royals like James could reshape how the public perceives that mission. Will titles still matter in a new era of transparency and modernization? Or will this mark a return to emphasizing bloodline and hierarchy? James, the Earl of Wessex, embodies the intersection between old and new, a royal born into tradition, yet raised in a world that values independence and humility. Whether or not he becomes Prince James, his path will influence how the monarchy evolves in the coming years. So, what do you think? Should King Charles grant James the title of prince, or should the royal family continue its effort to simplify and modernize its structure? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to British Royal Scandal and turn on notifications so you never miss a royal revelation. The next chapter of the Crown's story is being written, and James, the young Earl of Wessex, may soon find himself at its center.